Good evening, all of you. Am I audible to all of you? Please respond. So we'll start with a discussion of this paper. All right. So we'll be starting with the discussion of this paper directly. You all have already tried solving each and every question here. So I'll directly start with the discussion here. Okay. So let's start. We'll discuss each of the question one by one. Okay. So let's start here. Damni, you can also join on the YouTube. All right. So the first question, it says on a long stretch of east-west road. Okay, so there is a east-west road, a long stretch of east-west road. So there is a one road which is a long stretch of east-west road. A and B are 2 points such that B is 350 kilometer west of A. All right, so I can say there are 2 points A and B. So let me take 2 points A and B. This is point B and this is point A here. B is 350 kilometer west of A. West of A means left hand side is the west. So I am taking the initial distance between B and A is 350. One car starts from A and the another from B at the same time. So there is a one car which starts from B and another car starts from A, and both the car is starting at the same time. So time is constant here. If they move towards each other, so if both are moving towards each other, time taken by them to meet each other is 1 hour. However, if they both travel towards east, it means if both of them are direction. In that case, if they are traveling in the same direction, the time taken by them to meet each other is 7 hours. And if the two of them are traveling in the same direction, the relative speed of these two cars will be nothing but S1 minus S2. This is the relative speed. Now, the difference between their speed. So we know distance, it is always equal to speed into time. Distance here is equal to 350. And speed here, I need to take a relative speed. And the relative speed is nothing but here, S1 minus S2. So S1 minus S2 into 7 here. So from 1 minus is equal to nothing, but that will be comes out to be how much? That is 50. So the correct answer for this question is 50, which is equal to 50. So I hope that this part is now clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone, please respond. All of you. If there is any doubt, please respond, everyone. So can I move to the next question? All right, guys. So let's move to the question number 2. So easy question. Now, question number 2, it says points A and B are 1 meter apart. So the distance between the 2 points A and B, it is nothing but 150 kilometer. So I can say the distance between the 2 points A and B is 150 kilometer. Okay. Car 1 and 2 travels from A to B. So there are two cars and both the car starts traveling from point A, car 1 and the car 2. But car 2 starts from A when car 1 is already 20 kilometer away from A. Okay. So it says car 2 starts when car 1 has already traveled 20 kilometer. And we know that each car travel at a speed of 100 meter. So for first 20 kilometer, what is the time taken by car 1? The time taken by car 1 has already traveled 20 kilometer. So the time taken by car 1 to travel 20 kilometer is equal to nothing but 20 by 100. Why? Because the speed for the first 50 kilometer is 100. So that is equal to 20 by 100, which will be comes out to be 1 by 5 hour. So the initial gap between car 2 and the car 1, okay, that is of 1 by 5 hours, which is equal to 12 minutes. Now, after that, it says each car travels at a speed of 100 kilometer per hour for the 50 kilometer, at 50 kilometer per hour for the next 50 kilometer, and at 25 kilometer per hour for the last 50 kilometer. The distance in kilometer between car 2 and B when 1 reaches B. Now, throughout the speed is constant. The speed with which car 1 is traveling, the same speed with which car 2 is traveling. But initial time gap between car 1 and car 2 is 12. So end में भी क्या होगा? In the end also, when the car 1 reaches to the end, car 2 is 12 or 1 by 5 hour behind. Which means when car 1 is here, okay, so car 2 is nothing but here. The gap between car and car 2, it will be always constant. That is 12 minutes, because throughout the journey, their speed is same for each and every part here. So this gap is of nothing but that is 1 by 5 hour. And what is the total distance covered by 2 in the last 1 by 5 hours? So in the last stage, the speed is equal to 25 kilometer per hour. So I can say distance traveled by car 2, it is equal to speed 25 in. So 25 into 1 by 5, that is 5 kilometer. So the correct answer for this question, 5 kilometer. So I hope that this is clear. So the distance between car 2 and B when car 1 reaches B is this one. So I hope that it is clear to all of you. Any doubts now? Damini, Santosh, everyone, please respond. Keep responding, all of you. No. Let's move to question number 3 now. It says the arithmetic mean of x, y, and z is 80. So arithmetic mean of 3 number x plus y plus z. The arithmetic mean is 30, 80. It means what? The total sum must be equal to 3 into 80 as there are 3 numbers. And this is equal to 240. And that of x, y, z, v is 75. So what is the sum of these 5 numbers? The arithmetic mean of the 5 number, it is equal to 75. So the sum of these 5 number, it must be equal to 5 into 75. And 5 into 75 will be comes out to be 375. Now, difference between these two. If I take a difference between these two, what will I get? I'll get that u plus v. Okay? I'll get u plus v. It is equal to 375 minus 240. And 375 minus 240, that will be comes out to be equal to 135. And the value equal to x plus y by equal to x plus y by 2. And the value of v is equal to y plus by 2. 35. So I'll get the is equal to 35. From here, we know that is x plus z. Okay. X plus y plus z, it is equal to nothing, but that will be comes out to be equal to 240. Sorry, this is u plus b is equal to how much? The u plus v is equal to 135. So cross multiply 260. And x plus y plus z is equal to 240. Take the difference. If I take a difference, I'll get y is equal to 30. Okay. So if y is equal to 30, substitute it back, I'll get x z is equal to 210. And it also says that x is greater than equal to z. Then what is the minimum value of x? Now, if x is greater than equal to z, okay, so for x to be minimum, the x and z, they must be equal. Okay, they must be equal. So if x is equal to z, I'll say 2x, it is equal to 210 and x is equal to 105. So there will be a case x also 105, also 105. After that, if I take x as 106, 104. So minimum possible value of x is 105 when both are equal. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. Santosh, Damini, all of you. Can I move to the next slide now? Okay. So let's move to question number 4. Now, a water tank has inlets of 2 types, A and B. So a water tank has inlet of 2 types, and these 2 types are nothing but A and B. All right. So I'll say all inlet of type A when open bring in water at the same rate, and all inlet of type B when open bring in water at the same rate. So the efficiency of pipe A as well as the efficiency of pipe B, they are same here, but both of them are different. The empty tank is completely filled in 30 minutes. So filled in 30 minutes if of type B are open, which means what? Pipes of type A and plus 40 pipe of type B, if they work together, the work will be completed in 30 minutes. So 30, which is equivalent to. Next point. And in 1 hour, if 8 inlets of type A and 18 inlets of type B, 1 hour, if 8 inlets of type A. So I'll say 8 inlets of type A and 18 inlets of type B. They can complete the same work in 1 hour. So I can say that is 60. Now, last, in how many minutes will the empty tank be completely filled? It's 7 inlets of type A and 27 inlets of type B. So 7 of type A, so I can 7A, and 27 of type B, so 27B. And this is equal to into T. Now, first of standard question, equate these two. So if I equate these two, I can find out the relationship between A and B. Okay, so I'm writing it directly. When you equate these two, you'll get that 3B is equal to nothing but that is equal to B. Or I can say A is equal to nothing but 1.5B. If you do this, you'll get A is equal to 1.5B. Now, substitute the value of A equal to 1.5B in these two. So here 8 into 1.5B plus 18 into 60, which is equal to 7 into 1.5B plus 27B into T. Now, again, B will in any case get cancelled. Now, you just need to solve. So, if you solve this, you'll get the answer, which will be comes out to be 48. The value of T will be equal to 48 minutes. So, I hope that this is clear. I have left the calculations for you guys. I've just explained the method and the concept here. Any doubts to anyone now in this question? Question number 4. No. All right. So let's move to the next slide then. If there is no doubt, we can move to the next slide. Now that is question tricky. Tricky in the sense the language. Like I told you that in most of the question of arithmetic, it's all about understanding the story here. Comprehension. It says Gopal borrows rupees X from Ankit. So there is a person called Ankit. Ankit gives Gopal. Okay, how much money he Gopal? That is rupees X at 8% per annum. He then adds rupees Y of his own. So Ankit, Gopal now adds Y. So X plus Y. And gives to Isan at the rate of 10%. So I can say the interest is 10%. Now it says at the end of year, after returning Ankit dues. So after 1 year, Gopal will return Ankit how much? I can say 1.08x. Okay. And Isan will return how much? I can say 10%. So that is 1.1x plus 1.1y. He will return 1.1x plus 1.y. So at the end of year, after returning Ankit dues, the net interest retained by Gopal. Okay. So how much interest is retained by Gopal? Can you say the interest retained by Gopal will be the difference of these two here? Okay. Gopal received 1.1x plus 1.1y. The total amount received by Gopal is this one. But out of this, he gave 1.08x to Ankit. So minus 1.08x. So this is the interest with the Gopal, which will be equal to 1 point, that is equal to 0.02x. Okay. 1.1x minus 1.08x, that is equal to 0.02x. Okay. And plus, okay, in any case, remember, I need to find out the interest here. All right. So that is equal to 1.1x minus 1, okay, 1.08x he will give. So he will be left out with 0.02x plus 1.1y. Okay. Now it says at the end of the year after returning Ankit dues, the net interest retained by the Gopal is the same as that accrued to Ankit. Okay. So it is talking about the net interest. That is very, very important. That is net interest. So instead of that, I'll take the net interest here. Okay. So after returning Ankit dues, the net interest retained by the Gopal here. Okay. So remember how much interest Gopal has received from the Isan. The interest received from the Isan, that is equal to nothing but that is equal to 1x, and I can say plus 0.1y. Yes or no? This is the interest received by the Gopal. Okay. And Gopal has given Ankit how much interest? 0.8x. Okay. So what is the interest left with the Gopal? So I can say 0.1x 1y minus 0.08x, and that will be equal to 0.1y 02x, which is equal to the interest received by the Ankit, that is equal to 0.08x. So if I solve this, I'll get that is 0.06x is equal to 0.1y. Or from here, I can say x by y, it is equal to 0.1 by 0.06, which is equal to 10 by 6. Or I can say that is equal to 5 by 3. So x by y is basically nothing but they are in the ratio 5:3. The amount of the loan, that is 5:3. Now the second point, which is important here. On the other hand, if Gopal length, on the other hand, if the Gopal length, so let me take a highlighter here. On the other hand, if X plus 10, the net interest retained by him would have been rupees 150 more. Okay. It means what? Initially, he lent plus y plus y. So is y comparison to this. So if he's lending y, so what is the return received on this y? That is equal to 0.1 y, 10% return. And this 10% return will be nothing but 150. Because net interest retained by him would have increased by rupees 150. So I can say 0.1 y is equal to nothing but that is equal to 150. So what is the value of y? Y will be equal to, comes out to be equal to how much? Here, can anyone tell me? So y is equal to 1500. Now substitute this y is equal to 1500 here. So x is equal to 5 into y. So x is equal to 5 by 3 into 1500. That is equal to 2500. So x is 2500, y is 1500. And the question is find the value of x plus y. So x plus y 5, which is 2. So I'll say this question is not a difficult one, but yes, the language is somewhat tricky, so it might be time consuming to understand it, the language part. Once you understand the language part, then that's an easy thing. So any doubts to anyone now, please respond. Can we move to the next slide? चले आगे, संतोष, अनुपम, Damini, all of you, Amit, and everyone. Okay. So I'm moving to the next question, question number 6. In case there is a doubt, you can respond via chat. Okay. Now, again, a very interesting question. Like in slot 1 also, there were 2 questions based on time and work. Both of them are same here also. It says Ramesh and Ganesh. So Ramesh and Ganesh can complete a work in 16 days. So there is a guy, Ramesh, and then there is another person, that is Ganesh. Okay. So there is a person named Ramesh, there is another person named Ganesh, and they can complete a work in 60 days here, 16 days. So let's say Ramesh can complete the work in R days. Okay. Ramesh is taking a total of R days to complete work. Okay. And Ganesh is taking, while working alone, G days working alone. But together they complete the work in how many days? That is equal to 16 days. If both of them are working together, they can complete the entire work in 16 days. All right. Or rather, instead of days, I'll say, let's say Ramesh is doing R unit per day. Okay, R unit per day. R unit per day, and G is unit per day. And if together they are doing the work, they can complete in 16 days. So what is the total work is equal to? Ramesh is doing R units per day, Ganesh is doing G units per day, and they can complete the entire work in 16 days. So the total work is equivalent to R plus G into 16. Now, after working together, so for the first 7 days, they work together. So I can say 7 into R plus G. Remember, only they have worked for. Ramesh got sick and his efficiency fell by 30%. So now the Ramesh will do how much work? His efficiency fell by 30%. So he'll do only 0.7 R unit of work. But Ganesh will do the same work, G. They completed the work in 17 days instead of 16. So initially they were taking 16 days. Now they are taking 17 days. So it means 0.7 R plus Z, they are work for how many days? 10 more days, such that 7 plus 10 is 17. Okay. So this plus this into 10, both of them has to be equal. The total work has to be equal. So in 7 days, every day R plus G unit of work is done. And for the next 10 days, every day 0.7 R plus G into 10 units of work is completed here. If there is a doubts to anyone till this step, please raise it. Now equate these two. So if I equate these two, I'll get what? That is equal to 16R plus 16Z is equal to 7R plus 7. 0.7 into 10, that is again equal to 7R plus 10Z. So from here, I'll get that is 7 plus 7 is 14. That is 2R is equal to, this is the relationship between R and G, that twice of R equal to G. Now, what is the next point here? Let's see. If Ganesh had worked alone after Ramesh got sick, okay. If Ganesh had worked alone after Ramesh got sick, so जब भी रमेश बीमार तो Ganesh is working alone. In how many days would you have completed the work? Okay. So total work is now R plus G into 16. And Ganesh had worked alone after Ramesh got sick. So for the first 7 days, the total work will be 7R, or I can say in the first 7 days, both of them are working. So into, but after Ramesh got sick, G is working alone. And let's say G can complete the remaining work while working one in T days here. So that is equal to T. So I am getting here 16 minus 7, that is 9 times R plus G. It is equal to G into T. And what is the value of G? G is equal to 2R. So I 9, G is equal to 2R. So I can say 9 into R into T. So what is that? That is RT. It is equal to 13.5 here. So the answer is nothing but that is option number C, which is 13.5. So I hope that now it is clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone in this question? Please respond. So these questions are not difficult. Can we move to the next slide? Question number 7, all of you. Keep responding. Okay. Now, it says points A, P, Q, B. So there are points A, P, Q, B. Lies on the same line such that P, Q, and B are respectively, so A, there is a point A, then there is a point Q, and then there is a point B. Okay. Such that P is 100 kilometer away from A. So the distance between A and P is 100 kilometer. And Q is 200 kilometer from A. So the distance between P and Q is also 100. So that Q to A is 200. And B is 300 kilometer away from A. So the distance between Q and B, it is equal to again 100. Now it says car 1 and car 2. So there are two cars, car 1 and car 2 leaves A at the same time. So car 1 leaves from A here and move towards B. Simultaneously, car 3 leaves B and move towards A. So car 3 starts at B. All the three car, it says all the three car are starting at the same time. Okay, guys, all the three cars are starting at the same time. Okay, so if all the three cars are starting at the same time, car 3 meets car 1 at Q. So car 3 meets car Q. Okay, so I can say like this one. And if these two cars are meeting, so no, we know that the time is constant. Both of them has started at same time. So whenever they meet, the time is constant. So time is constant. Ratio of distance is always equal to the ratio of speed. Car 2 and car 3. So car 1 has traveled a distance of 200 and car 3 has a traveled a distance of 100. So this is the ratio of speed also. So speed of car 1 to car 3, that is going to be 200 is 200. Okay. If each car move, okay. All right. And move towards say car 3 meets car 1 at Q. Okay. So, move towards that. Car 3 meets 1 and car 2 at P. So car 2 and car 3, they are meeting at point P. So when car 2 is traveling 100, car 3 is traveling 200. Okay, car 3 is traveling 200. And in this case, the common link here is nothing but that is car 3. So we can find out what is the ratio of the speed of car 1 to car 2 is to 3. Multiply the first part by 2. So that is when car 1 traveled 400, car 3 will travel 200. And when car 3 travel 200, car 2 will travel only 100 here. So the question is, what is the ratio of the speed of car 2 to that of car 1? So ratio of speed of car 2 to car 1, that is equal to 100 by 400, which is 1 by 4. So the correct answer should be option number C, 1:4. So now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. Can we move to the next question? If this is clear to all of you. चले आगे. All right, guys. So let's move to the next slide here. Though this was also easy. Now, eighth. It says a jar contains a mixture of 175 ml and 700 ml alcohol. Alcohol. So water. Water here it is 175 and the alcohol content. It is equal to 700 alcohol. Gopal takes out 10%. So it takes out 10% and substitute it by the water. The process again 10% and by the water. And we have discussed the class whenever it is a case of removal and replacement. If I am adding water, it means what? I need to work on alcohol, and initial quantity of alcohol is nothing but that is equal to 700. Okay, initial quantity of alcohol is 700. So whenever I am removing 10%, so 90% will be left out. Fraction left will be 90%. So in every time the fraction left will be 90%. So initially it is 700. After the first removal, it will be 9 by 10, 700 into 9 by 10. Now, even if you add water, the quantity of alcohol is not going to change. Next time, again, 10% of entire mixture is removed. So if the 10% of the entire mixture is removed, how much is left out? Again, 9 by 10. So 700 into 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. And this will be comes out to be what? 9 into 9 is 81 and 81 into 7, that is equal to 567. So this is the alcohol content. Remember guys, alcohol content. So the percentage of water in the mixture. Now total volume here, that is equal. Answer is whatever the amount is taken out, the same amount is here. So final volume is also 875. Out of 875, alcohol is 567. So what is the water? Water is nothing but 875 minus 567. This is the water. And I need to find out the percentage of water in the mixture. So divided by 875. Okay. So that will be comes out to be 875 minus 567. That is 308 by 875. So what I can do, this is approximately 3 by 8. 3 by 8. 1 by 8 is 12. 12 3s are 37.5. Answer should be closer to 37.5. The nearest option choice, option D. So I'll mark option D, which is 35.2. 37.5 से कम होना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि अगर 300 by 800 होता तो 37.5. So my answer should be slightly lesser than that. So the answer is option D, 35.2. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. Please respond. Damini, Anupam, Santosh, and all of you. Can we move to question number 9? If this part is clear to all of you. Chale aage, guys. Please tell me, all of you. So this was an easy one. 9th. Let's see here. 9 says a tank is emptied every day at a fixed time. Okay, so the time is fixed. At a particular time, the tank is completely empty. Immediately thereafter, either pump A or pump B or both working until the tank is full. So on Monday, so there is a pipe A and pipe B. So when it comes to the Monday, on Monday, A alone can complete the tank at 8 p.m. So on Monday, let's say A is taking a 20 and he will complete the work by 8 p.m. Okay, that's it. A is working alone. On Tuesday, non completed filling the tank at 6 p.m. So B can fill the tank at 6 p.m. So B is T minus 2. Why? Because when A is finishing at 8 p.m., A is taking T hours. Okay, and all the, remember it is already given, immediately thereafter either pump A or pump B both started working until the tank is full. So starting time for all the pipe is same. So pipe A on Monday finishes at 8 p.m. Pipe B finishes at 6 p.m. So pipe B is actually taking 2 hours less in comparison with the A here. So T minus 2, and pipe B is working alone, not working. Now on Wednesday, okay, A alone worked till 5 p.m. So A alone worked till 5 p.m. So A has worked alone till 5 p.m. here. Okay, A has alone worked till 5 p.m. Then B worked from 5 to 7 hours. So B has worked from 5 to 7 hours. Okay, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So B is, what is the time taken by A to complete this work? Now, usually A always complete his work at 8 p.m. But on this day, A has worked till 5 p.m. So how much work is remaining? 3 hours of work. And those 3 hours, which A will take the remaining work to complete 3 hours, but the same work is completed by B from 5 to 7. So the time taken by A to complete the work in 3 hours for the same work, B will take how much time? That is equal to 2 hours here. Okay, that is equal to 2 hours. So it means, what is the efficiency of B? The efficiency of B is 1.5 times of A. ए जिस काम को 3 घंटे में करता है, बी उसे 2 घंटे में फिनिश कर सकता है. I hope that now it is clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone now? Okay. Now, here. So the question is, at what time was the tank filled on Thursday? So on Thursday, if both pipes were used simultaneously all along. The question is, if both the pipes are working here, then here. Okay. Now, so I'll say there are two persons, that is equal to A, and then there is another person B. Okay, there is a and then there is another person B. Okay, so what is the rate of efficiency? That is 3:2. Okay, the A can complete the some work, the 3 hours work, the same work can be completed by B in 2 hours. Now the question is, at what time the tank filled on Tuesday if both pumps were used simultaneously all along? So now I'm using both the pumps simultaneously. अब दोनों अगर एक साथ काम करते हैं तो क्या होगा? तो आई कैन सिंपली से देयर इज सम अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क व्हिच ए कैन कंप्लीट in 3 hours. Okay, while working alone, if A is taking, let's say, 3 hours, so B will take how much time to complete the same work? B will take nothing, but that is 2 hours to complete the work. So if I say LCM of 3 and 2 is equal to nothing but let's unit. Okay, this is the rate I have taken, or you can take this as equal to A is taking 3 hours for same work, B will take 2 hours. So if A is taking 3A or 3K hours, okay, the B will complete the same work in 2K hours. Same work in 2K hours here. So if I take the LCM of these two is equal to 6K, so what is the rate of work for A? That is equal to 6K by 3, that is equal to 2. And what is the rate of work for B? That is equal to 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. So if both of them are working together, how much time they will take? That is equal to 6K upon 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5. So 6K by 5 hours they will take. Okay, 6K by 5 hours. So that is equal to 1 plus 1 by 5K hours. Yes or no? 1 plus 1 by 5K hours they will take here. So the question is, at what time was the tank filled? Okay, at what time that the tank will be filled if both pumps were used simultaneously all along? So both of them were simultaneously all along. That is the question here. So the answer will be, comes out to be how much? Just see here. Okay, I think the value of K, can we calculate the value of K? On Wednesday, A alone worked till 5 p.m. Okay. So on Wednesday, A can work till 5 p.m. and B is working 3 p.m. Okay. So total time, what is the total time taken by them here to complete it here? Yes, I can say probably A is finishing the work on 8 p.m. and B can finish the work, same work by B is taking 2 hours less. Okay, I can say it like this way. B is actually taking 2 hours less. So it means A can complete 6 hours and B is actually taking only 4 hours. I should have calculated earlier. Okay. When A complete the work in 3 hours, the same is here. But initial gap, when they are working alone, the gap between these two is 2 hours. So which means A is working for 6 hours, B is working for 4 hours here. And A completes at 8 p.m. So work has started at what time? That is 2 p.m. Okay, so 2 p.m. plus 6, it is equal to 8. And B, he will complete the same work in 4 hours. So 2 p.m. plus 4 p.m. that is equal to 6. So 6K by 5, we have already calculated the multiplying factor is equal to 2. So 12 5 hours. So 12 by 5 hours means what? That is 2 hours plus 2 by 5 hours. So 2 by 5, 1 by 5 is equal to 12 minutes. So 2 by 5 is equal to 24 minutes. So in 2 p.m. and 2 by 5 is equal to 24 minutes. So the answer will be 2 plus 2, 24. That will be 424. So the correct answer is 424. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone in this question. Damini, Anupam, Santosh, all of you. Guys, please tell me. So can we move to the next slide? चले आगे. Please respond, all of you. How 2 p.m.? Just here, Damini, it says we know A will finish the work by 8 p.m. and B will finish the work by 6 p.m. Okay. So the work which A can complete in 3 hours, the same work can be completed by B in 2 hours, the same work, yes or no? But what is the time gap between these two? So the ratio of the time, it will be always 3:2. But here, if they are working individually, the total gap between them is of 2 hours, na? So which means what? It's taking 4 hours, A is taking 6 hours. Then only there can be a gap of 2. Because A finishes at 8, B finishes 2 hours before A. तो अगर मैं कहूं काम केवल 3 घंटे का है, तो अगर A को 3 घंटा लगता है तो B को 2 घंटा लगना चाहिए. ऑलराइट. यानी कि अगर A 8 बजे खत्म करता है तो B को 7 बजे खत्म करना चाहिए, बट मुझे 2 घंटे का गैप चाहिए ना, क्योंकि A और B दोनों सेम टाइम पे स्टार्ट करते हैं. ओके. B को 2 घंटे A से कम लगता है. सो 3:2, सो 6:4. सो A को काम कंप्लीट करने पे 6 घंटा, B को 4 घंटे लग रहे हैं. अब A को अगर 6 घंटा लगता है और A 8 बजे काम खत्म करता है, तो 8 minus 6 is 2 p.m. So it means the work has actually started at 2 p.m. Is that clear now to all of you? Any doubts to anyone? Clear? Can we move to the next slide? Okay. Chalo फिर, let's move ahead. Now, come to question number 10. Question number 10 says, the strength of a salt solution is, now it's very, very interesting question here. The strength of a salt solution is P% if 100 ml of the solution contains P gram of salt. Okay. Doubt hai abhi bhi, Santosh? I hope that it is clear. Now, if 3 salt solution A, B and C. So let's say there is a solution A, solution B and solution C. Let's say here the percentage is nothing but A%, B% and C% are mixed in the proportion 1:2. The resulting solution has a strength 20. So initially when they are mixed in the ratio 1:2:3. So I can say 1 into A, all right, plus 2B plus 3C and divided by the total volume is 1 plus 2. Now it has got 20%. So that is equal to nothing but that is 20% here. So A plus 2B plus 3C equal to 20%. So I can say my equation will be A plus 2B plus 3C is equal to 20 into 6, which is 120. If instead the proportion is 3:2:1, if I'm mixing them instead of 1:2:3, 3:2:1, plus 2 part of, so 2B and 1 part of C plus C upon 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, it has a strength of 30%. So I can say 3A plus 2B plus C, that is 30 into 6, that is equal to 180. Now it says a fourth solution D is produced by mixing B and C. So now I am saying that is equal to nothing but B and C को mix करना है मुझे. किस रेशो में? 2:7. So I'll say that is 2B plus 7C upon 2 plus 7. And what is its solution here? A fourth solution D is produced by mixing B and C in the ratio 2:7. Okay, so this is the strength. The ratio of the strength of D to that of A. So this is the strength of D. And I need to find out the ratio of D to A. So what is I need to find out? 2B plus 7C upon 9A, strength of A. So we need to find out the ratio of 2B plus 7C upon 9A. But if you look at here equation, there are 2 equations having 3 variables. and there is no option which says cannot be determined. अगर एक ऑप्शन होता cannot be determined, तब मैं कहता कि क्वेश्चन बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता. Lot of you could have marked, okay, 3 equations, 2 equations, 3 variable, how to solve it. But we need to find out 2b plus 7c. How to find out 2b plus 7c? Okay, I need to eliminate a. Or maybe it might be possible that the value of 2b plus 7c is in terms of a. Okay, so what I have done, now when I was solving this, the method which I struck in my mind was, if you remember the question of burger, french fries and this. तो मुझे एक वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है, दैट इज 0 इन ए, ओके, प्लस 2b 3. वैल्यू क्या है मुझे ये फाइंड आउट करनी है ना, दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच आई नीड टू फाइंड आउट. और व्हाट आई कैन डू, आई कैन इक्वेट दीस टू. दिस इज 120. ऑलराइट, दिस इज इक्वल टू 120. So what is the value of 120 if I multiply this ratio by 3 and this by 2? Both of them will be equal. So I'll say that is equal to 3a plus 6b plus 9c, which is equal to 360. From the second equation, multiplied by 2, so that is equal to 6a plus 4b plus 2c. So from here, what will I get here? That is 6a, 3 2s are 6a, and this is equal to 3a. Okay. 6b minus 4b, and that is 2b, and plus 9, it is equal to nothing but that is equal to 3a. So 2b plus 7c, it is equal to 3a, and then substitute it here. So 2b plus 7c, it is equal to 3a. So this is the answer is 3a 9. Okay, so the correct answer is option C, which is equal to 1 by 3. I hope that now it is clear to all of you. The ratio of strength of D to that of A, that is equal to 1:3. So a difficult question, I'll say, based on mixes and solution. Any doubts to anyone now? Please ask me, all of you. Santosh, Damini, Anupam, and everyone. If there is no doubt, can I move to the next question? Please respond, all of you. चलिए आगे. Am I audible? Okay, now let's see. This is the question. Question number 11. So question number 11 says, okay, question number 11 says, let A1, A2 till A52. So there are 52 integers. That is A1 is there, A2 is there, A3 is there, and so on till A51 and A52 is there. And there the increase. Suppose that their arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean of A52. Let's say the arithmetic mean of these number is equal to X. Okay, arithmetic mean of these number is equal to X, and there are 50 numbers. So can I say what is going to be the sum of these numbers? So the sum of these number, that is going to be 52X. There are 52 numbers. Okay, so I can say the sum of these is 52. Okay, now if I'm starting from A2 till 52, so I'll say that is A2 plus A3 and so on till A52. Okay, A52. And the arithmetic mean of these 51 numbers, A2 to A52, there are 51 numbers. Arithmetic mean of these 51 numbers is equal to 1 less than the arithmetic mean of these 52 numbers. So X minus 1. So total sum multiplied by 51. Now take the difference of these two. So difference of these two, if I subtract these two, I'll get A1. So A1, it is equal to nothing but 52X minus 51X, that is equal to X. Okay. So X minus 51. So this is the value of A1, guys. Okay, that is the value of A1. And also remember, all these numbers are positive integers. Okay, they are positive integers and they are in the increasing order also. Okay, they are in the increasing order. Now it is given here A1 to A52 are positive integers such that they all are greater than here. Now we know that A52 is equal to 100. Okay, A52 is equal to 100. So I can say the last number A52 is equal to 100. To 100 and so until I can say that is equal to 2, 3 and so on. Okay. So that is here. Now tell me all of you. So from A2 to 52, I need to find the maximum possible value of this. Okay, I need to find out the maximum possible value of A. So if this is a A1 to here maximum and A52 is equal to 100, so possible values and they are all of them are integers and they have to be different here. So I can say this can be the numbers from A2 to A52. This can be all the numbers integers, that is 50. All right, that is equal to 51. Okay, 52 and so on till I can say 99 to 100. Okay, ये numbers because A1 maximum चाहिए. So if A1 maximum चाहिए, so A2, A3 till A51, all of them has to be maximum. And all the numbers are also different. So A52 is 100. So I can take from A2 to A51, I can take all the numbers from 50 to 99. Okay, that is equal to 99 here. So now from A2 to 52, A52, इन सब का sum किसके equal है? 51 times into x minus 1. Okay. So what is the, in any case, the average of these numbers? Mean मुझे find out करना है ना? So the arithmetic mean of these numbers, it is equal to 100 plus 50 by 2. That is equal to C. Okay. So the arithmetic mean of these numbers is equal to nothing but that is equal to 75. All right. And arithmetic mean of these A2 to A52, that is equal to x minus 1. Okay, that is equal to x minus 1. So x minus 1, it is equal to 75. So if x minus 1, so x is equal to 76, I can say. So of A1, that is 76 minus 51 and 76 minus 51, it will be comes out to be how much? 6 minus 1 is 5 and 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay, just a minute. We think we have made some mistake. A1 is equal to x minus 51. Okay. Okay. So we have got A1 is equal to the A2 to A52. Okay, A2 to A52, 50 to 100, 50 to 100. These are how many numbers? 51 numbers. And for these 51 numbers, the arithmetic mean, it is equal to 75. So arithmetic mean of these numbers, that is equal to 75. We can say. So why I'm getting a wrong answer? The correct answer is option number B, 23. Remember, the correct answer is option B, which is equal to 23. So we have got this as equal to 75. So x. No, the Santosh, that is not 51 into x minus 1 ना. मुझे मीन इनका मीन तो है वो x minus 1 होगा ना. Suppose that the arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean from suppose their arithmetic mean A1 to A52. Acha, I have taken it wrong actually. This is equal to x plus 1. Okay. It says A1 to A52. Suppose the arithmetic mean of these 52 number is 1 less than that. So for these 51 numbers, the arithmetic mean is actually equal to x plus 1. Just make a correction here ना. A1 से लेके A52 का अगर mean x है, so A2 से and the arithmetic mean of A2 to 52, it is x plus 1. Okay, so this will be 51 into x plus 1. So this is where I have done some mistakes. So if I subtract this, so that will be, now this value I've written correctly. A1 is here. So basically, x, it is equal to what is the value of x? And if 4, now A is equal to 74 minus 51, which is equal to 23. So the answer is option B, which is 23. Okay. So any doubts to anyone now? Initially, there was a plus minus sign, which I have taken it wrong. Is that clear now? Santosh, Damini, Anupam, everyone, please respond if it is clear to all of you. Okay, let's move to the next question then. Question number 12. A very easy one. The scores of Amal and Bimal in an exam are in the ratio 11:4. So I can say x and 4x. After an appeal, their score increases by the same amount. So let's say the increase is of k, and here also the increase is of k. So this is 11x plus k. This is equal to 14x plus k. Okay. And this ratio, the new ratio is 47:56, which means 11x plus k upon 14x plus k. That is in the ratio 47/56 here. So this is in the ratio 47/56. So if you solve these two equations, you can find out the value of x in terms of k. And if you find out the value of x in terms of k, then the ratio of the Bimal new score to his original score. So basically, we need to find out the value of 14x plus k upon 14x, which is equal to 1 plus k by 14x. And if you solve these two equations, cross multiply, that is 56 into 11x plus 56k, which is equal to 47 into 14x plus 47k. So 56 minus 47, 56 minus 47, it is equal to how much? That is 9k. So 9k is equal to 47 into 4 minus 56 into 11 x here. So from here you can say the value of k by x, it is equal to 40 into 14 minus 56 into 11 by 9. And here you get the answer. Okay. So if you substitute it, you'll get the answer. I think the answer for this question was probably 4:3. Check kar lena. All right. The answer will be comes out to be 4:3. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. Before I move to the next part, I hope that you all can do these calculations. चले आगे. All right, guys. So let's move to the next question here. Question number 13. Again, interesting question. There are two drums. There is a drum 1, I'll say, and drum 2. Each containing a mixture of paint A and B. In drum 1, A and B are in the ratio 18:7. Okay. The mixture from two drums 1 and 2 are mixed in the ratio 3:4. And in this mixture, A and B are in the ratio. So when I'm mixing these two, okay, then the final ratio of A is to B is 13:7. So the question is, in what A and B are ratio? So I can use the alligation rule. In the first drum 1, A is 18/25. Okay, we do not know that, I need to calculate here. But finally, the value of A is equal to nothing but that is equal to 13/20. Yes or no? 13/20. And we know that they are mixed in the ratio 3:4. So I'll apply the alligation rule here. So if I need to apply the alligation rule, I'll say 18/25, it is equal to 72%. I'm avoiding the fraction term. 25 into 104, 18 fours are 20. Average, this is 65%. Here it is x. So 72 minus 65. So 72 minus 65, that will be comes out to be equal to 7. So this will be equal to 65 minus x. And what is the ratio? The ratio is 3:4. So which means 65 minus x by 7, it is equal to 3/4 here. So you'll get the value of x, which will be equal to 239. If you solve this, 239/4. So the question is, in drum 2, then A and B were in the ratio. So 239/4, it is in percentage. So drum 2 में I have taken A, part A na. So A is 239. Out of 400, A is 239. So what is B? A is 239 and B will be equal to 100 minus 239. So the answer is 239 upon 161. Or that is option number. So I hope that now it is clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone in question number 13? No. So can we move to the next slide? If there is no doubts to anyone, please respond. All right, guys. So chale aage. Please respond, everyone. So 14 now. Again, based on mixtures and solution, it says a 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another ethanol solution. So there is a one solution where 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another of unknown concentration S percent, let's say. Okay, S percent here. In the ratio 1:3. So the quantity, the ratio 1:3. So whatever I'll get, this mixture is then mixed with an equal volume with 20% ethanol solution. So इसमें let's say final volume मुझे क्या है मुझे नहीं पता, X% है. Okay, और एक और solution है जिसमें 20% है. And it says if a resultant mixture is a 31.25% ethanol solution, then the unknown concentration of S is here. Okay, so now what can I say here? Here we have no idea. But average of these two, when I'm mixing this X% and 20%, the average is equal to 5%. And they are mixed with the equal volume. So the ratio of these two is 1:1. So 31 minus 0.25 minus 20, that is equal to 11.25%. So here also, since the ratio is 1:1, so here also it has to be 11.25. And 11.25, so I'll say this must be equal to 31.25 plus 11.25, which is equal to 40. Okay, 42.5. It means in the first solution, I need to concentrate on this. So that is 20% S percent, and by mixing these two, the average is equal to 42. And we know that they are in the ratio 1:3. So 42.5 minus 20, that is equal to 22.5. And here, that's me something. So now can you guys tell me ratio, not 3 and 1. Multiplying factor is I think 7.5. Not 3 into 7.5, it is equal to 22.5. So here this question mark is 7.5. And if this question mark is 7.5, so the value of S, it has to be more than 42.5. So 42.5 plus 7.5, this is equal to 50%. So the answer is option number A, 50%. So I have gone by the reverse allegation. We have done such type of question in the class. So the answer is 50%. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone in this question. Please respond, all of you. No. So can we move to the next question? If question number 14 is clear. So you can see there were around 13, 14 questions were there from, if one of the question was from based on arithmetic mean, otherwise rest all the 13 questions were from arithmetic here. So chale aage now, Damini, Anupam, Santosh, all of you. Please respond. Okay guys, so let's move on. 15th. A triangle ABC has 32 square units with its side BC of length 8 units. Okay. So there is a triangle ABC. So there is a triangle ABC and this is equal to BC's 8 units. And BC lies on the line x equal to 4. Okay. So let me draw the line y x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 4, I can say here. This is the line x equal to 4. Okay, this is O0. And BC lies on this line. So BC is lying on this line. Now, so I can say, let's say this is B and this is C. And the total distance of BC is equal to 8. And the shortest distance between point A and 0. Now we know that the area of this triangle is 32. So from point A, what is the height? So I can say 32 is equal to half into base is 8 into height, which is h. So that will be comes out to be h is equal to how much? 8. Height is equal to 8. अब ये तो 0.4 है. Remember this. So height h होनी चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे कहीं point होना चाहिए a minus 4 पे. ठीक है ना? इसे मैं कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है ना? Minus 4 to plus 4. This total height is now 8. Okay, that is equal to 8 here. All right. So the question is shortest possible distance between A and the point 0, 0. So A and point 0, 0, this is the shortest possible distance. Okay. So what is the shortest possible distance here? That will be equal to how much? That is 4 units. So the correct answer for this is equal to 4 units. which is option number A. Any doubts to anyone? If you take A as summit at some other point, you might ask me, okay, ऐसे भी तो हो सकता है ना triangle, something like this and this. ये भी हो सकता है A. तो यहाँ पे height तो बाहर ही होगा ना, that is equal to 4 unit. Okay, this is again height is equal to 8 unit. But in that case, the distance from origin, it will become more. So only when A is lying on this axis, x-axis, the distance from origin to that is minimum. कहीं और A को लेता हूं, इस लाइन पे कहीं भी A को लो, ओके, कहीं पे भी ये डिस्टेंस बढ़ती जाएगी, ओके. तो मिनिमम के लिए ये एक्सेस पे ही होना चाहिए. ऑलराइट, सो एनी डाउट्स टू एनीवन नाउ? Please ask me before I move to the next part. Okay, चलिए आगे guys, please tell me. Now come to question number 16 here. So 16, let's do question number 16 now. It says a chord of length 5 centimeters subtends an angle 60 degree at the center of the circle. So there is a circle, and then there is a chord which subtends an angle of 60 degree. There is a 60 degree, and we know this is R, this is R. So these two angles are also equal, both sides are equal, angles are equal, so this is also R. And length of chord is 5. So it means the radius of this circle is also equal to 5. Okay, radius of this circle is 5. So the question is the length of a chord that subtends an angle of degree. Okay, so now there is a chord which is angle 120 degree now, and I need to find out the length of this chord. This is 5, this is 5, radius is 5. Now if I drop a perpendicular will bisect the chord. This angle is equal to 60, this is 30, and this is 90 degree. So it's a standard 30, 60, 90 triplet. So opposite to 90, it is equal to how much? 5. So opposite to 30, it has to be equal to 5 by 2. And opposite to 60, it has to be 5 by 2 root 3. Similarly, other side will be also 5 by 2 root 3. So the total length of the chord is equal to 5 root 3. Answer is option A, which is 5 root 3. So I hope that now it's always about solving easy question. Remember. Can we move to the next question? Okay, guys. So let's move to the question number 17 now. Now it is based on a parallelogram. So it says a parallelogram ABCD has an area of 48 centimeter. Okay. So I can say, let's say this is the parallelogram ABCD. Mark it A, B, C, D. If the length of CD is equal to 8 and that of A to D, it is equal to S centimeter, which of the following is necessary to? So if I drop a height from here. So we know area of a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram is always equal to base 8 into height. It's equal to 48. So H is equal to 6. So this is equal to, so height is equal to 6. So what about S? So it might be possible that this S can be equal to height also. In that case, we'll get a rectangle. Otherwise, this S, it is a hypotenuse. It has to be greater than 6. So the answer is option number B. S must be greater than equal to 6. Okay. So any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me. Okay, so let's move to the next slide here. Question number 18. Now, question number 18 says, the area of a rectangle and the square of its perimeter. Okay, so area of a rectangle is nothing but the, I can say A into B upon, and the square of its perimeter. So perimeter, it will be equal to nothing but that is equal to twice of A plus whole square. They are in the ratio 1:25. So I'll get AB upon A plus B whole square. This is equal to 4/25. Instead of solving this equation, which we can do it by making it quadratic, I need to find out longer. So I can use the options. From the options, substitute that what are the possible values of A and B. If I substitute the second option, which is 1:4, when A is 1 and B is 4, and 1 plus 4 whole square, that is coming out to be 4/25. So the answer is definitely option number B. So it's better to use options instead of solving, because in the options A and B are given already. Okay. So can I move to the next slide now? If this is also clear to all of you, please respond. Okay, guys. Chalo fir, let's move ahead. Now, it says from a rectangle ABCD of area 768. So there is a one rectangle 768 here. A semicircular part with AB as a diameter. So if I say this is A and this is B, remember the AB is a diameter. With the diameter AB and the area of 72. So area of the semicircle, that is equal to 72 pi. So what is the area? Area is always equal to pi r square. And pi r square, that is equal to semicircle. So pi r square by 2, it is equal to 72. So pi 72 pi. So from here I'll get r square is equal to 144. So r is equal to nothing but that is equal to 12. And if r is equal to 12, and that is the diameter, it is equal to 24. So the length of AB is 24. Okay, length of AB is equal to 24. Now we also know that the area of the rectangle is 68. So 24 other side, okay, whatever the other side is there, that is, we can find out this side, the another side, it is equal to 7 by 24. All right. And if I say 768 by 24, so if this 768 by 24, that will be comes out to be how much? 32. So other side is 32, this is 24, and this is 32. Now I need to find out the perimeter of the leftover portion. Okay. So leftover portion, just a minute. Okay. So this is the leftover. This is the leftover portion. This is the leftover portion. This is the leftover portion. Okay, na? So I need to find out all this highlighted part, the total length. So the total length of the highlighted part, it is equal to plus perimeter, half of perimeter, that r by 2. Okay, so that will be 88 plus r, and what is radius? 12. So the correct answer will be option A, 88 plus 12 pi. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone now. Please respond, everyone. Can I move to the next slide? Please respond, all of you. Anupam, Damini, Santosh, and everyone. Can we move to the next slide? Okay. If you all can hear me, keep responding. So let's move to question number 20. Again, based on geometry. So 20 says on a triangle ABC. So there is a triangle ABC. Usually, what my observation is over the last couple of years, geometry question is somewhat easier than the arithmetic or any other topic, and algebra questions also. On a triangle ABC, a circle with a diameter BC is drawn. Okay, so I'm drawing a circle with a diameter BC is drawn and intersecting AB and AC at point P and Q. So I'm drawing a circle like this one at P and Q. So I can say this is point P and this is point Q. If the length of AB AB is equal to 30 unit, AC is equal to 25 unit, and C to P, so join C to P is equal to 20 units here. Then the length of BQ. So length of BQ, I need to find out BQ here. Okay, no issues. Now, what is the area of the triangle ABC? That is important here. So area of a triangle ABC, remember this angle is 90 degree and this angle is also 90 degree. Na? Okay, angle in a semicircle 90 degree. BQC is a semicircle. Triangle in a semicircle. BPC is a triangle in a semicircle. So angle is 90 degree. And area is always equal to half into base into height. So area of this figure, it is equal to half. On base AC, the length is 25, and on base AC, the height is B2Q. So into B2Q is equal to half. On base AB, if I consider the base AB 30, and from base AB, the height from point C, it is equal to PC, and the length of PC is equal to 20. That's it. So BQ, it is equal to nothing but 30 into 20 by 25, which will be equal to 24. This. So an easy one. If it doesn't strike, then it might be lengthy, but strike karna chahiye. So any doubts to anyone now in question number 20? Please respond, all of you. No. So let's move to the next slide. That is question number 21. Oh, a very standard type of the questions here. So based on log. So log of PQR base is it. So I'll write P everything in terms of R. So P cube, it is equal to S raised to power 6. So I can say P is equal to S square. Q raised to power 4, it is equal to S raised to power 6. Taking power 1 by 4. So Q is equal to S raised to power 6 by 4. Okay, which means Q is equal to S raised to power 3. And then R raised to power 5, it is equal to S raised to power 6. So R raised to power 5 is equal to S raised to power 6. So I can say R is equal to S raised to power 6 by 5. Now multiply these three, P into Q into R. So P into Q into R, it is equal to nothing but 5 S raised to power 2 into S raised to power 3 by 2 into S raised to power 6 by 5. And we know that the power will always get added. So I need to add is equal to what? S raised to power 2 plus 3, 2 plus by 5. That is S raised to power. What is the LCM here? That is will be equal to 47 by 10 aa jayega. So PQR is equal to S raised to power 47 by 10. Now so I need to calculate log of S raised to power 47 by 10 to the base S. So which is 47 by 10 log S to the base of S, which is 47 by 10. The correct answer is 47 by 10. Any doubts to anyone now in question number 21? Please respond, all of you. I'm waiting for your responses, so please respond, everyone. Okay, no doubt. All right, guys. So let's move to the next slide. Question number 22. Now it says the smallest integer. Okay. Now 4 raised to power n, it is greater than 17. So I can say 4 power n by 2. It is greater than 17 raised to power n. So 16 raised to power n by 2, it is greater than 17 raised to power n. All right. So 17 raised to power 19, not n. I've written n. I can say 16 raised to power n by 2 is greater than 17 raised to power 19. Na? Okay, and 17 raised to power 19 is always greater than 16 raised to power what? 16 raised to power 19. We know that. So which two it has to be greater than 19. Okay, compare this. So n has to be greater. So the answer is option A, which is 30. So easy tha ye. Any doubts to anyone now in question number 22? I hope that it is clear. Let's move to question number 23. Another very easy one. Okay, I can say this is equal to what? Log 2 by log 100. Okay, minus second term log 100 upon log 4. So log 4 will go in the numerator. So log 4 by log 100 minus plus log 100. Okay, minus log 100 or log 10 by log 100. Okay, plus log 20 by log 100 minus 35 by log and okay, log 100. So that is the case. Now log 100 in any case that you all can see it here, that is in the LCM. So I'm getting log 2. I'll take all the positive sign. Log 2 plus log 5 plus log 20 50. Minus, take all the negative term on one side. That is log 4 plus log of 100. Sorry, log 10, not 100. Log 10 plus log 25. There are three terms which are negative. Log 5. Now we know that log A plus log B plus log C is equal to log ABC. So this will be 2 into 5 into 20 into 50. Okay. Minus log of 4 into 10 into 250 upon log 100. And log 100 is equal to 2. Assuming the base is 10. So log 100 is equal to 2. So this is equal to what now? Again, log of 1 by 2 is outside. Log A minus log B is equal to always log A by B. So log of, I can say 2 into 5 into 20 into upon 4 into 10 into 25. Okay, 4 into 10 into 25, guys. So solve this and you'll get the answer, which will be comes out to be equal to how much? 1 आ जाएगा मेरे ख्याल से. Not 1. This is equal to 1 by 2. 5 into 2 is 10. 10 into 20, 200. 200 into 50. Or you can cancel few terms, no? Like 25 is 4. Okay. So that is equal to log of 20 into 500, 100. Log is log 10. Log 10 is equal to 1. So the answer is half. So the correct answer for this question is option D. So very easy question. Any doubts to anyone now in question number 23? Okay. So let's move to question number 24. If the sum of the squares of two numbers is 97, so we know that is A square plus B square is equal to 97. Then which one of the following cannot be product? Now, if the sum is constant, then the product is maximum. So I can see the maximum value of A square into B square. So what is the maximum value of A square and B square? When A square, all of them are equal, so it means A square is equal to, both of them are 97 by 2 ले लूंगा मैं. Okay, both of them are 97 by 2. So the maximum value of A square, B square, it is equal to 97 by 2. So which means maximum value of it is taking the square root, that will be equal to 97 by 2. And what is 97 by 2? 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16, that is 48.5. So the maximum of A into B is 48.5. So which of the following cannot be the product? So the product can never be equal to 64. It is either always less than equal to 48.5. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone in question number 24. Easy था ये. Now let's come to question number 25 then. There is no doubt in this. Now question number 25. Okay, question number 25. It says how many two-digit numbers? Let's say the two-digit number is A and B with a non-zero digit in unit place are there which are more than thrice the number obtained by interchanging their position B. Okay. So it means A, B, it is not A into B. A, B, two-digit number. So this two-digit number is equal to A plus B. And it is greater than thrice of. Reversing the number, I'll get 10B plus A. So 10A plus B, it is greater than thrice of 10A plus 10B plus A. So 10A plus B, it is greater than 30B plus 3A. So I'll get that is 7A, it is greater than equal to 29B. Okay. So now I'll say if B is equal to 1. So what are the values of A? 7A has to be greater than 29. So possible values of A, 7 4s are 28. That is 5, 6, 7 and 8 or 9. 5 value. If A equal to 2, then 7 into A, it has to be greater than 58. So 7 into A, it has to be greater than 58. So I think 7 7s are 49, 7 8s are only possible value of A is 9. That's it. So यही solutions होंगे ना. If B is equal to 3, so 7 into A is greater than 87. But we know 7 into 10 is 70. So A to 2 digit हो जाएगा, which is not possible. So how many solutions are there? In this case, there are 6 solutions. When B is 1, there are 5 possibilities. When B is 2, there is 1 possibility. So a total 6 solutions are there. Any doubts to anyone? Can we move to the next slide now? This part is clear to all of you. Okay. 26. It says n raised to power is 2 raised to power 60. So I'll try to write down 2 raised to power 160. Okay. So 2 raised to power 160. I can say this is 4 raised to power 80. 2 square. 4 raised to power 80. Which is equal to 16 raised to power 40. 4 square is 16. So 16 raised to power 40. Okay. And here 16. Again, if I take 16 raised to power 40. So how can I write down this is 16 raised to power 40? And remember, these two numbers must be equal to here. ये दोनों equal होना चाहिए. तो ये तो नहीं हो पा रहा है. That is 4 raised to power 80, 16 raised to power 40. But I think you can also write down this as equal to, if you say 2 raised to 160. If I factorize 160, that is 16 into 10. So 16 into 10 means that is factorization is 16 into 10. And that is equal to 2 raised to power 32 into 5. And I can say this is 2 raised to power 5 raised to power 32. So that is 32 raised to power 32. So n is, which is equal to n raised to n. So the only possible values of n is, once I get n equal to 32, n square, 32 square, plus 2 raised to power 32. And it is an integral of 2 raised to power x. So it is a multiple of 2 raised to power x. So 32 square is 2 raised to power 5. So this is 2 raised to power 10. Okay. 32 is 2 raised to power 5 and 2 raised to power 5 chi square, that is 2 raised to power 10. 2 raised to power 32. So I'll take out 2 raised to power 10 as common and 1 plus 2 raised to power 22. Now, what is the largest value? Now, it is divisible by 2 raised to power x. Integral multiple. So if it is divisible by 2 raised to power x, what is the largest possible value of x? That is 10. It is definitely divisible by 2 raised to power 10, but not by 2 raised to power 11. Because this I can say 2 raised to power 10 into some odd number. So maximum power of 2 which can divide this, that is equal to 10. So the value of x is 10. Any doubts to anyone now in question number 26? Please respond. Okay, guys. So let's move to the next slide now. Now it says a and b are integers such that both the quadratic equation is greater. Now 2x square minus x plus 2, it is greater than 0. Now if this quadratic equation is greater than 0 and coefficient of x square is also positive, and we know for any quadratic equation, if the coefficient of x square is positive, then this quadratic equation is always greater than 0 whenever the discriminant is less than 0. So what is the discriminant? B square, that is a square minus 4ac. So a square minus 4ac. 4 into a, 2, 8, 8 into 2 is 16. So a square minus 16. It is less than 0. Which means what? A is nothing. That is a minus 4 into a plus 4, which is less than 0. So a is lying in the range minus 4 to plus 4. And a is an integer. Remember, a is an integer here, guys. So the possible values of a minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Okay. Now let's come to the second equation. Now second equation, x square minus bx plus 8, it is greater than equal to 0. It means discriminant has to be less than equal to 0. Why? Because there is a equality sign also. So discriminant can be equal to 0 also. Okay, the discriminant can be equal to 0 also. Okay, then only this quadratic equation will be always greater than 0, means d has to be less than 0, equal to 0. So discriminant is less than equal to 0. So what is the discriminant? B square minus 4ac. So minus 32, it is less than equal to 0. So 32, na? So b minus root 32 into b plus root 32, it is less than equal to 0. So b will be lying in the range from where to where? Minus root 32 to plus root 32. What is the square root of 32? 5 square 25, 6 square 36. So it means b is lying in the range 5 point something, but greater than equal to minus point something. So the possible values of b 0 and 5. Okay. So these are the possible values of b, guys. Okay, these are the possible values of b. Okay. So if these are the possible values of b, the question is maximum value of 2a minus 6b. 6b. तो आई थिंक b की वैल्यू -5 ले लेता हूं यहां पे. यस और नो? तो b इक्वल टू -5 और a इक्वल टू 3. So a इक्वल टू 3 means 2 into 3 positive. Or b equal to -5, then it will become positive. -6 into -5. So the answer is 36. And that is the answer. So not a very straightforward, but yes, we know all this concept that any quadratic equation is purely positive only if discriminant is less than 0. So can we move to the next question now, if this part is clear to all of you? Okay, guys. Let's come to question number 28. 28. Now 28 says the smallest integer n. Okay, that's an easy one. So I need to factorize, and we know that whenever we factorize, if the roots are integer, it has to be a factor of 28. Okay, so it has to be a factor of 28. So you can start looking for factor of 28. 1 will not satisfy. Let's say 2. So 2 cube minus 11 into 2 square plus 32 into 2 minus 28. Is it satisfying? That is 8 minus 44 plus 64 minus 38. Okay, so 8 minus 44. Okay, or 8 plus 64. That is equal to 72. And 44 plus 38 is also 72. Okay, so one of the root is definitely 2. And once we get one of the root, then we can easily factorize. So this expression, I can say this is n minus 2. Okay, one of the root is 2. Always we need to look for a factor of constant term if the roots are integers. So n minus 2 and then into. It will be comes out to be n minus 2 into n minus 7. It is greater than 0. So what are the ranges? So I can say, okay, n minus 2, it is greater than 0. So this expression is basically n minus 2 whole square. It is than 0. Sorry, n minus 2 whole square into n minus 7, it is greater than 0. So this is always positive, but the product is positive only if it is greater than 7. So if n is greater than 7, what is the smallest integral values of n? So the smallest integral values of n is equal to nothing but that is 8. So any doubts to anyone now? Please respond, all of you. चले आगे फिर. Can we move to the next question, guys? Santosh, Anupam, all of you. 29. Based on permutation combination, let's see. In a tournament, there are 43 junior level participants. So juniors, how many juniors are there? That is 43. Okay. And 51 senior level participants. So how many seniors are there? That is 51. So juniors is 43, seniors are 51. Each pair of juniors play one match. Each pair of seniors play one match. There is no junior versus senior. The number of girls versus girls in a junior match. Okay. So total number of girls is, let's say, G. And the total number of girls matches, girls versus girls, क्या होगा? That is G C2. Out of G girls, select any two girls. The total number of matches GC2, which is equal to 153. So GC2 means G into G is equal to 53. 153 को factorize करूंगा, that is 17 into, I think, 9 is 50. So G into G minus 1, it is equal to 18 into 7. And I keep telling you, always avoid taking the quadratic. Na? G has to be an integer, so G must be equal to 18. So the total number of girls here is 18. Okay, so the number of girls is equal to 18. Juniors. So how many boys are there? That is 43 minus 18. And 43 minus 18, what is the total number of boys here? Tell me. The total number of boys is equal to 25. Junior, there are 25 junior boys. Okay, there are 25 junior boys and 18 junior girls are there. Now, seniors, let's see here. While the number of boy versus boy is 276. So let's say the number of boys is B. So how many matches will be there for boys versus boys? That is BC2. That is equal to 276. So I can say B in it is equal to 276. So if I factorize 276, it will be comes out to be is equal to how much? Factorization, it seems to me it's a 12 into 23. Okay. So I'll get B into B minus 1. It is equal to 24 into 23. So number of boys is 24. So how many girls are there in this level? That is 50 24. So 51 minus 24, that will be comes out. Now the question is, number of matches a boy is a girl. So in junior level, there are 18 girls and 25 boys. So the total number of girls versus boy, that is 25 into 18. Plus in the senior level, 27 girls and boys is 24. So the total number of boys versus girls, that is 24 into 27. Solve this, it will comes out to be 1098. So the correct answer is 1098. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. So can I move to the next question? A lot of similar type of the question has been asked in the CAT in the past also. So can we move to the next slide now? Okay, guys. So let's move ahead. Question number 29 is done. Question number 30. Okay. Now it says the sum of these n numbers, it is 2n square plus 9n plus 13. And if in class I told you, if the sum of any series, it is a quadratic. ये किसके लिए होता है? Arithmetic progression. याद आ रहा है? That whenever there is a sum of n terms of any arithmetic progression is always a quadratic equation, whereas nth term is always a linear equation. So this T1, T2, they are forming a series of AP here. Okay. So I'll put n equal to 2 because this formula is valid for n greater than equal to 2. Okay. So if n is equal to 2 अगर मैं put करता हूं तो क्या आएगा? So if I put substitute n equal to 2, so I'll get sum of the first two terms, that is T1 plus T2. And T1 plus T2, that is equal to, comes out to be how much? That is 39. Na? 2 square is 4 to the 8, 9 to the 18. Yes, that is 30. So sum of first two terms is 39. Put n equal to 3. So I'll get T1 T2. Okay, and that at n equal to 3, 3 square is 9, 9 to the 18, 9 3 is 27, 27 plus 18 plus 13, that will be equal to 58. So that is 58. Now, if I take a difference of these two terms, I'll get the second term, T2. And T2 here, it will be, comes out to be 58 minus 39. What is 58 minus 39? Please tell me, all of you. $58 minus 39, that is 23. No. So sum of first two term, that is T1 plus T2, it is equal to 39. Sum of the first three term, that is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 is equal to 58. एक और try कर लेते हैं. Let's say n is equal to 4. So I'll get T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4, the sum of first four terms. Substituting n equal to 4, you'll get the result as 81. So can you guys tell me what are the values of T1, T2, T3 and T4? Okay. So T1 plus T2 is 39 and so 58 minus 39. ये क्या आ जाएगा? 40, 19. So T2 is equal to basically 19. Okay, T2 is equal to 19. All right. T2 is equal to 19. And 58 में क्या ऐड करूं कि 81 आ रहा है? तो 58 plus 23. So T3 is equal to 23. So you can say there is a common difference. So T2 is 19, T3 is equal to 23. So T4 मेरा होना चाहिए 23 plus 4, 27. और T1 होना चाहिए 19 minus 4, which is 15. So this is a arithmetic progression series. That is 15, 15 plus 19, 38, 15 plus 19 plus 23 is 58, and so on. Okay. So the question is, if Tk is equal to 103, so Tk is equal to first term, that is 50, plus n minus 1, that is minus 1. Okay. So 15 plus k minus 1 into, क्या आ जाएगा यहाँ पे? 15 plus k, common difference is of 103. Okay. Kth term. So 15 plus k minus, so k minus 1 into 4, it is equal to 103 minus 15. What is 103 minus 15? It will be, comes out to be how much? 103 minus, that is equal to 88. So k minus 1, it is equal to 88 by 4, which is equal to 22. So which means the answer is 23. Any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. Okay, I think I made a one mistake here. Okay, ये गलत कर दिया मैंने. Just wait. Values we have calculated, all of them are right. It is. If I take a difference of these two, I'll get T3. Remember, I'll get T3, not T2. 58 minus 39, that will give me T3, which is equal to 19, guys. And difference of these two, this will be equal to T4, which is equal to 23. So third term is 19, fourth term is 23. Common difference of 4. The second term, it must be equal to 19 minus 4, 15. And the first term, it must be equal to 11 then. So ये 11 आएगा. A slight calculation mistake. 11 आएगा. So 11, okay. I'll write down again. First term is 11 plus k minus 1 into 4, it is equal to 103. So minus 1, it 4. 103 minus 11 by 4, that is equal to 23. So the correct answer for this question is 24. Any doubts to anyone? I hope that this part is clear to all of you. In case there is a doubt, please ask me now. Okay. So let's move to the next question if there is no doubts to anyone. This question, the same question we have discussed in the slot 1 also. In the slot 1 also, there was no change. In the slot 1 also, this was exactly the same question. So do I need to discuss it again? Please tell me, all of you. Slot 1 में किया था ना हमने? Exactly same question CAT 2018 slot 1 में भी आया था. So do I need to discuss it again, Anupam, Santosh and everyone, or can we move to the next class? One Saruk Khan is also attending the session. Tamini and everyone. चले आगे? Okay. So I'm moving to question number 13. In case you want me to discuss, bata dena. 32. Again, a very, very, very easy question. We know the standard method, na? There is a common difference of 4 and 4 and 4. So my multiplying factor is minus 1 upon 4 into 3. Okay, 4 into 3. There are 2 terms, so 2 plus 1, 3, 4 into 3. First term is 7 into 11. Last term is 95 into 99. और 4 का गैप है तो 7 minus 4 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है and in the last term 99 plus 4 and this is the answer. That's it. Solve this, you'll get the answer as 80707. So you should attack such type of the question. So any doubts to anyone now? Clear? Santosh, Anupam, Damini, all of you? We have discussed this approach. Yaad aa gaya? I'm sure that you all are revising all your pandas and everything. Let's move to question number 33. Last ke 2-3 question bahut hi 33. Okay. Now we have discussed, if you remember, same question in our boost camp. Yes or no? And I told you only in the boost camp. Okay, this is 6 raised to power 2n actually. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा this is 6 raised to power n 2n है ये 6 raised to power 2n. And the same question was asked in the CAT. हमारे boost camp में पहले था, CAT में बाद में आया था. अब with सारे options भी same थे, कुछ भी change नहीं हुआ था. Okay. So it just took me, I remember in that year, it just took me 1 second to mark the answers. Of course here. So 6 raised to power 2n. It said 6 to power 2n. Okay. What is this 6 raised to power 2n? That is equal to nothing but that is, I can say that is 36 raised to power n. So 36 raised to power n, it is equal to nothing but 1 plus 35 raised to power n. So 1 plus 35 raised to power n, it is equal to 1 plus nc1 into 35. Okay. All right. nc1 into 35 plus nc2 into 35 square plus nc3 into 35 cube and so on. So this is equal to 1 plus 35n plus multiple of 35 square into something. Okay. nc2. So what is 6 raised to power 2n minus 35n minus 1? So ये जो दो part है subtract हो जाएगा. So this is equal to 35 square into something. So this is equal to A. So in A, I am getting the multiple of 35. All the numbers will be multiple of 35. But also into n minus 1. But B consists of all the numbers which are multiple of 39. So here, if 1 is equal to 1, n is 1, so I'll get 0, t, and so on. 35, 3 is 105. So in set B, all the multiple of 35 are present. In set A, multiple of 35 square is present. But is it necessary that all the multiple of 35 are present? No. But B में सारे multiple है ना, क्योंकि ये n minus 1 है, तो n minus 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. But ये value, maybe this sum is equal to 1. Maybe for some value of n it can be 1. Some for it will be equal is so on. All right. So that's why the correct answer of this is, the correct answer for this question will be every member of A is in B and at least one member A में जितने भी नंबर है वो बी तो सारा का सारा 35 का मल्टीपल है बट ए में 35 के मल्टीपल है. So that's why the answer is every member of A is in B but and at least one member of B is not in A. So is that clear? Can we move to the next question now? So I'll not rate it as a tough because we have done such type of question in the boot camp. चलिए आगे guys, please tell me. And the last, again we have done such type of question in the class as well as boot camp. For two sets, let A triangle B denotes the elements. Okay. They denotes the elements which are what? But not both. P, okay, which belongs to A or B, but not both. So if this is a set element A and this is a set B, which belongs to A or B, but not both. So I need to find out this reason. Common part नहीं लेना है मुझे. So first of all, P, तो P और Q में common part क्या है? So P and Q में कुछ common है क्या या 2 और 3 दोनों common है? So P और Q में, if you look at here, in P and Q, 2 and 3 is common. So I, P triangle Q में remove this part, which belong to A or B, but not both. So I can say P triangle Q. That is 1, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, R triangle S. Just see if there is anything which is common between R and S. I can see 9, 2, 4, 10. No. Only 9 is common. So R triangle S, it is equal to 1, 3, 7, 8. Then 2, 4 and 10. अब मुझे इन दोनों का ट्रायंगल लेना है तो इज देयर एनीथिंग व्हिच इज कॉमन हियर? 1 is common and then 4 is common. 5 क्या कॉमन है? नहीं. 6 भी कॉमन नहीं है. Neither 5 is common. So what are the elements in the triangle of these two? That is 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, 2 and 10. So how many elements? There are 7 elements are there. So the answer is option B, which is equal to 7. Easy one. So now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. I'm still here. Please respond if there is any doubts to anyone in this. Tomorrow morning, CAT 2008 slot 2 का DILR section पूरा करेंगे हम लोग. Okay? We'll revise that. हाँ, 7 elements, Santosh. That's right. So any doubts to anyone now? There is no doubts. Then good night to all of you. See you all tomorrow morning. So good night, guys, once again.